So I'm on my break right now. I feel so, oh God, tired. It's like I could have used a massage. Welcome to our tribe. Now, I've been thinking about, like people who wronged me and stuff. I mean, it sort of doesn't matter, but it matters in a way. I'm not holding a grudges and stuff. Yesterday, I was talking to this baby girl and how someone was making her uncomfortable. In my experience, when you complain later, some of us, we don't know how to defend ourselves in the heat of the moment. We walk out. When something is happening to us, some of us, we tend to just not react. Or maybe even if we react, it's not in the best of our defense. We don't defend ourselves enough. And then we go home and think about it many ways we could have done it better. And it hurts so much when you can't reach that person and get them straight, right? When it's a people in your life, sometimes it's still not easy. Even if you bring it up, it's a fight because it doesn't affect them. It's affecting you still because you remember it happening to you. They don't carry that with them. So when you bring it up to them, they decide it's in the past. It has been long time. Maybe they accuse you of holding of grudges, but you just take your time. Sometimes it's important for you to reflect and come up with a better way to get your feelings across and the way that person have hurt you. So she was asking me what to do literally, and I don't really know the best way to deal with the situation. But I said, if it happens again, try to tell them how uncomfortable it's making you. Because when you bring it up later, people tend to forget the way they treated you. And all of a sudden, they're a victim and you're just aggressor. And I do not like it. Some people take their time. And I wish people understood that. And they try to shame you when you bring it back up. When you're saying, like, hi, I so remember that day. I remember this date. Remember this. Yeah, oh my God. Don't think that because it's been 3 years, 5 years, that people have moved on. Even if they moved on and minded their business, it doesn't mean you get a pass. You get to, it doesn't connect with that, what I talked to that girl about. Even if it's 6 years when you had an argument with somebody, do not assume because time have passed and then they have forgiven you when you didn't even ask for forgiveness. There are people who just do you wrong, walk out, and go on their business. And when some time have passed by, they come and pretend that everything is okay. Or when you're in a certain places, they think, oh, you're a better one now. You are not looking back. Yes, even if someone is not looking back, it doesn't mean that they have moved on. They have forgiven you. But first of all, have you changed? Like, if you're a better person now, it's better to just ask for forgiveness. Don't what's in and pretend that everything is okay the next day. And the reason I say that is because I have experienced those people who pretend like nothing they have done, nothing have affected my feelings, when I still remember, even if it's not like yesterday or last month, I remember what you did, right? So it does not make any sense. I'm like, do they have any common senses? It's sort of stuff. Do what do they think I've been doing? What do they think is gonna happen now? So are we just gonna bury the hatchet even if we're not talking about it? And it bothers me so much that you you don't get a time to bring up an argument to defend yourself, that if you don't do it right away, people would just dismiss you when you bring it and say, oh, that was so long ago. Why do you, so what? That was so long ago, so that makes it okay now? And I wouldn't even be bothered if they left me alone. If you have wronged me and you do not want to come and apologize so we can move on together and see that you recognize that you made a mistake and that we're gonna be a better people together, don't come at all, right? It should be common. People should understand. When I wrong someone, I do not just walk on eggshells around them until they accept me. You have to acknowledge the problem and talk to them. Like, show them that you can see that. Recognize this. Show them that you see and appreciate them. Not dismiss them. People love being heard. You know, when you start talking and someone is like, shh, 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 not even letting you speak your ways. It hurts so much. Even if someone is asking you for direction and you shut them down, if you're busy, say, oh yeah, I'm busy, walk away. But don't dismiss people. It's very rude and disrespectful. It hurts their feelings, including mine. Yeah, I'd be hurt too if I'm being dismissed. Today was a hot day. That's why we need some water, okay? The sun is doing its job. From a frizz. So if someone comes and apologize, yes, you have a right to forgive them or not forgive them. But there are also some people who will guilt trip you into forgiving them. If you don't forgive them, they hold it against you. So it's like you will never win, you know. You will never win against those people. So at some point, it is better to set a boundaries. Sometimes you might ask, like, do we really need to go over this again? Is it worth your time and your energy right now in your life? Are they worth it? Are you worth it? So if you think you're worth it and without them they'll be fine, or you want to hear them out and forgive them, it's okay. But some people will even ask you for forgiveness and demand that you forgive them. And it's not always a good idea. You have to have someone next to you to defend you too. Yeah, there's some people who are very persuasive. Like, they will persuade you to give them forgiveness. And if you are very shy and people please, that's not going to be easier. But still, it's better to hide. If you know you're not going to get away with it, do not give them your time, because they will persuade you until you give up. And if you ever wrong somebody, ask for forgiveness. They can forgive you or they can't, depending on where they are in their life. Or sometimes it's about power and pride, you know? When they hurt your feelings, it's power that they have over you. And pride, it's feeling disrespected. Like, if I do this, they will think I'm stupid. They will walk all over me. But then, if you think about it, if you let it go about power and pride, oh my God, let me hide. So, when people hurt us, sometimes they have power on us, you know, they have power to hurt us in our ways, and they go to sleep and their days are like nothing have changed. So it's very hurtful when someone come back and try to pretend that The scars they have caused you, they suddenly disappeared, that you have forgotten, and you start asking yourself if you're stupid. And sometimes it's not a weakness, but it sounds like a weakness when you feel like you still need them in your life still, that they can just come and you can still accept them, and then you're hard on yourself. It's not easy. But back to the main point of this video is that if someone has hurt you, or if you have hurt someone, do not assume that it's all suddenly okay because some time have passed. So thank you. My break is gonna be over soon, so have a beautiful day. It's Shakiri. Subscribe and let's stay wild. Okay, bye bye.